Cheers, COD family, it's your princess. It's time to say goodbye to Call of Dragons and to YouTube. I already took a 2 month break over here, and in this video I will tell you my personal reasons, and I will also give you all the details and insights about EIS disbanding after this season over here. So for the last time, stay tuned. Welcome to my last recorded video here on YouTube. It is for me a very special and emotional moment, but yeah, everyone already saw I was not so active in the game Call of Dragons as I am normally when I'm during KVKs. I'm normally the person who is fighting all the time, who is 24/7 online. Yeah, but there is a special reason why I was the last weeks, months not so much there, and why there was not a single YouTube live stream and no video. And thanks to all guys, I got so many nice DMs and messages in game. So many people did care about me, were asking me if everything is all right. And this is really, I do really appreciate it, how much you care. But I can make it now finally official. So I have to quit the game, guys. There is no way around, because there is a big new chapter for me waiting in the next year. I will become a mom next year and getting a little baby boy. So I'm super excited and happy to announce this, that yeah, a little prince is on the way. And this is the reason also my first trimester. That was a roller coaster. I was really not feeling well, a lot of vomiting, and who already has family and maybe know what pregnancy can mean for some women is that it was really tough for me, and it was really, I was struggling. I was totally knocked out for months. But now the baby is growing well, everything is good. So I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, I couldn't be happier to announce this news for you guys. And only a very few people knew that I will get a baby next year, because I didn't want to make it official so early. But now I feel comfortable about to talk about it. And yeah, for sure, the main persons in EIS already knew it, Dark, the R5, my very close friends, because I really needed here a little bit support in the game, because I couldn't be active so much. And there is definitely big thanks to my best friends since season 2, Murder here. We went through so many in that game together, and he was always beside me. He's really one of the best friends you can have, and I appreciate our time we have here, and we definitely will stay friends for a lifetime. And super happy he helped me a lot, because I got sick directly in the Echo KVK. So I got really, all that vomiting, etc., started when the Dragon Zone was opening last KVK against Echo. And I was struggling in that KVK. I couldn't do so much as I would normally do. It was crazy. And even in this season, guys, I was still feeling very sick. The very beginning of the season, I only played about 5 or 6 days in this KVK, and people already were messaging me, Princess Zero Merits, what's going on? Now you have your final answer. And yes, this is, in my opinion, it is the best reason you can quit for. And maybe here a short view on the map as well. We definitely won the season again. I mean, one season ago, we beat Echo. Now we beat here WB, also one of the strongest teams in the game. It was a really good Dragon Zone. That's why I have to say a big shout out to WB, POD, and BP. They were great enemies. And also much thanks to our amazing allies, Rage and SCL. It was a pleasure play with you this KVK. And I was happy to have a nice final zone again against a good team, an active team, WB. And yeah, isn't that a better season than you can go out and quit? EIS, the top 1 alliance in game. We just proved ourselves again. And it is for me, I mean, I have to say that now the news are out. Everyone is knowing that. I can maybe open up real quick it on the stream for you. Let me find it real quick. Here is the message Dark sent out to the EIS members 10 hours ago. It took for a lot of people some time to get with the fact that EIS will be disbanding. I mean, for me personally, it was no news because Dark and me are super close. I mean, he was the one after a few weeks in my pregnancy, he were asking me, Princess, are you pregnant? Because he really knew something is something is special with me. And I'm a person, I cannot just lie. And he asked me directly, so I told him this is, and he was so nice. He was caring the whole time about me. He said, take all the time in the world. This is so much more important. So we talked a lot in the season, and he knew that this will be my last season in EIS. I have just something so important waiting for me next year that, there's nothing I do wanna change for that, and I'm definitely not can play a competitive war game like this. So this is the reasons why EIS quit. You can read it over here. I don't read the full text if you want to make a screenshot. I mean, I knew it as a very close friend to Dark from the early beginning of the season, and I also know his struggles he had the last seasons, and not struggles about EIS, the struggles about how the game the state of what a game is and what all the updates bring and all the new stuff. And in summary, I have to say, and that was also, I mean, I already informed the content creator program about that I'm getting a baby and that I'm taking my break and that I don't know if I will be back. And I cannot tell you guys what's happening next year for me. I don't know. I focus first on my baby, my husband, my family. This is my priority next year. And if I will ever play Call of Dragons again, if I will ever be back on YouTube, if I play other games, I don't know. I don't know yet. But I think I gave also the feedback. I think that the devs made some changes, and they made them, in my opinion, very, very fast. And when I see the 4 main points for me, what I see is really critical in the game right now is Roots of War League at the end. You can say it doesn't matter who win or lose or whatever in the Roots of War League, but at the end it was just no more fun. I mean, there was a farming artifact, and it was kind of luck in which farming node you got teleported and that you can do your reinforcements faster. And for me, that lost the total excitement about having a good strategy in Roots of War League, that the best team can really win who works together. It kind of take away that from me. And after it was coming out that farming artifact is used and that it is dominating the game, the devs didn't say anything to that. They said it is like it should be. And that means for me, they have, in my opinion, make a Roots of War League so exciting that the people want to have a good strategy, have good open field wars, good rallies on the buildings, etc. And this is not happening anymore. And that is, in my opinion, a big point, what made me disappointed. And many other big whales and krakens as well. I think also the Season of Strife 6 map is a total fail. No one likes this map. It was pretty clear after you saw that how the map is designed, the portals. This is just the whole season is no fun, and everyone was seeing that from the really beginning. And in my opinion, in future, that could be avoided if you give some content creators, kings of alliances, big players, etc., maybe an early access to seasons. They can test it out, giving feedback. That stuff like this not happening because we got some compensation from the game, but at the end we had to play that boring season, and that makes you lose players, right? Then they added the decoration. $10,000 feature when you want to have all buffs, and that is a great buffs you get from that. I mean, they're very expensive, but it's a high percentage you get also. And now this is coming introduced. You cannot take it back anymore. This is something, interact with the player base before you introduce such a big expensive feature. The gap between Krakens, whales, and low spenders and free to play is going crazy after we already got exemplars as VIP. And even the Kraken says, I mean, 10K more, it is just crazy, right? So this is, I think, the main points I have to see in the game where our improvements could be made. And also, this is here the message of Dark. EIS is official disbanding. We have to say that. EIS here, I can show you. This is our one and only leader, Bad Dark, and there's a big thanks from me to Dark. I played in 2.5 years. I played in Call of Dragons. I mean, we can see that right now, real quick, that you get a little summary from me. Um, Let me see this. We have 847 login days here, and the most of my time I spent in EIS. Before I was original started in Generation 2 with global migration, I came to EIS. I'm so blessed. I was part of this team. So big thanks to Dark, in my opinion, the best leader in the game. The EIS family, the OG core will still stay together. We have our EIS Discord. We will play other games together. This is, I think, a game of friendship for life. And if I ever play again, I will only play with this gang. And yeah, this is the situation here right now, and I have to say big thanks to all the EIS family. I couldn't have had a better team. We went through some challenging times, and we always played the big KVKs in the game. We always had the most crazy fights. I think we have a lot of lovers. We have also a lot of haters. It is what it is. That is what you are in EIS. But for me, it would, even if I would still play, I could not ever play in another team. EIS is so special and is so good, and it's so much fun here. I would always compare it, no matter where I would have gone, to EIS. So for me, I have my personal reason now why I quit, but I think a lot of people will not continue the game because of that, because it's just EIS was so unique. So this is the reason, guys, why you didn't hear so long from me. I have definitely say a big thanks to my moderators in the game here. My main moderator, Murder, and my best friend from season 1, then Venue. He's with me from season 2 as well with Murder. We went through all alliances together. Then we have Kexi and Shadows. I know them from season 2 as well. And then I have DSR and Riz and Brochin, and they came over later a little bit here and helped me out in Discord, always having an eye, but also on the support of you all, guys. My YouTube, we are at 2,300 subscribers, and I think we have 215,000 views or something like that. It's going crazy. I was doing 1.5 year YouTube content. Big thanks to the content creator program out there, especially to Octadonut, Kevin, and Capybara. It was a pleasure to work with you. The content creator program in Call of Dragons, I can really recommend. To all my content creator buddies out there, I wish you all best luck, and definitely also a shout out to my big BaB group. The Blood and Bones group was my group I started with in season 1 and season 2, and we are still a friends group. We are still in Discord, have a group, and the BaBs are unique for me, and I will stay with them all in contact. And especially I want to say, because this year in July, we sadly lost one of our good friends there, Silas. I don't know if you remember him. He was one of my best friends in game. He helped me with Murder and all the other BaBs together grow my YouTube channel. And unfortunately, he passed away in July, and we had to go through that together as a friends group. And Silas, you were always there for me. I will never forget you. I will always keep you in my heart. And yeah, I hope you're good where you are. And yes, you'll always be very special for me and never be forgotten. Yes, with that being said, in my opinion, Call of Dragons was always a game of friends for me. For me, it was one of the coolest games I played with the range combat and everything. I think this game has so much potential. It also is very time intense. That's why I can't just with future having my own family, I cannot keep up with being in a very competitive alliance. And I like to play competitive if I play a game. So it was never one more sword to continue without. So this is my goodbye, guys. And you can maybe stay tuned, because Dark and me maybe plan one last live stream on this channel here. We maybe say together goodbye. Because it was so cool when I told him that I cannot continue, and he said, yeah, I think, Princess, now we are the top alliance in game. I think this is the best time to quit. And I feel like it is really cool to quit. I think we are one of the I think if we are not the only one alliance, we quit when we really on top. We won our KVKs now. We proved our point. We are one of the best teams, and yes. Thanks to you all, guys. They are all that subscribers. I can just tell you, it was from the beginning on. I had such a great support from the Call of Dragons community. This is very unique in the game. For all the live streams, it was so much fun for me. I was loving doing live streams. I was more a streamer than a video creator, because that was where my passion and my fun is. This was for me from the beginning on a fun project. And yes, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure, and I wish you all the very best for your lives. I wish you good health, and for the last time, happy gaming and much love. Your princess. Take care, everyone.